So good afternoon and welcome back to Universal Orlando Resort, and we're actually over here mostly to check out a rumored thing, possibly rumored, but also I'm pretty sure it's happening just based on everything that's going on. It's a brand new Jurassic World coaster. Right in Islands of Adventure, so we're gonna go into Islands of Adventure, check that out. But it's like a brand new coaster that just out of nowhere about 4 or 5 days ago came up onto the market, came out on Facebook. You know, our local news channel here, Channel 9, actually reported on it. And they released something on Facebook, all the stuff. When we get back there, I'll show more of what they posted and talk about it. But it's a huge thing because not only do we have that possibly coming, we have the Harry Potter coaster. So really what we're gonna come over, we're gonna check out all these updates and check out that whole area. We'll talk about where this coaster is gonna go. Plus, I kinda wanna see the crowd levels. It is Martin Luther King Day, so most schools in Florida have a 3-day weekend, so it's gonna be interesting to see how the crowd levels are. If anything based on like coming in, usually it's the time of the day me and Allie will come to the park because it's slow. Getting through security was really rough. So head on in, look around, see those updates. So like I said, our first stop is going to be Islands of Adventure, which again on TripAdvisor was named the #1 theme park destination on TripAdvisor. So great award for Islands of Adventure. And with all these new additions coming, it could really promote it to a new level. So like it always says, and I always like this is probably one of my favorite entry points into a park. I mean, like, I know it's not like, but like this little adventure begins in the Overgrown. It's just really, really cool. I'm kind of walking down to an area by this lagoon because the way Islands is always spread out is via like a big circle with a giant lagoon in the middle. That's how it separates all the lands. So we're coming down to this area because I want to be able to look over to the Discovery Center over in Jurassic Park, because right now the back area that used to get the really good view looking this way, like towards the Hulk and everything, right now you cannot go in that area because they are starting to do some work back there. And this is where that where the talk had come about this new coaster that got reported, because permits and everything show this coaster being built. And the way this coaster is going to be built, it's going to be built almost where the Raptor enclosure is, and we'll go up there and we'll look around up there. But it's going to be built up by the Raptor enclosure, come around, and apparently it's going to come across the water here and go into that area. So essentially it's going to surround Jurassic Park. And it's going to be a huge, huge coaster. And I really like that because I felt for a long time Universal was getting very stagnant in what they did. Nothing that really pushed the boundaries until they announced the Harry Potter coaster and now this coaster. And they still say it's rumored, however, all these permits and everything shows it's going to be going on. So first we're going to walk through Marvel really quick, because Marvel is the one place I know how to look for wait times, see what the crowd levels are. And I will show some pictures of what Channel 9 did report on, what they have, and then I will talk more about like what do I think it's going to be, and what, you know, what is this going to do for Islands of Adventure in terms of theme park, and when is it going to probably be projected to be opening, because Universal and Disney do a lot of their things about simultaneously almost the whole time to compete with each other, because when you are in the theme park business industry and you are a business, you compete with each other. So I'm going to give my thoughts on what it could be and like when it could open. Well, definitely gonna be one of those more busier days. The Incredible Hulk of pulsing a 90-minute wait. 100, an hour and 30 minutes. I did notice though there's a lot of tour groups, so that could be a big difference maker, to be honest. I think I may have misspoken. I kept saying Jurassic Park coaster. It could be the Jurassic World coaster, because we are getting up onto the point where I think the other reason why it's going to be, they're starting production on the 3rd Jurassic World, which is going to be the last one in the series for this group of movies. And so I wonder if they're going to try to tie it in about opening the same time that movie comes out. So we'll see. Well, Amazing Adventures of Spider-Man is only a 35-minute wait, so you can tell where everyone's at. Everyone's at the Hulk right now. So, which 35 minutes, but it looks like they are using the extended queue, which you never get to see, to be honest, because of when we always come during the middle of the week. So I think right here, this is gonna be one of your shorter waits if you really want to do this ride, which is this is Diddly Do Ride's Ripsaw Falls. Say it's gonna be a shorter wait. However, expect just to get soaked. You see, you go under the water and then that splashdown right there. It's pretty impressive. But I mean, I can tell you, if you really commit to it and you're like, I can really stay in the cold, but also maybe wear a poncho or like a rain jacket, maybe it'd be worth it. I just don't find it worth it because it's a cool ride. You get absolutely soaked on it though. Well, Skull Island Reign of Kong is a 70-minute wait, which is not the highest I've seen it, so... But we need to head farther into Jurassic Park, into this area. So this wall right here is not for the new Jurassic World coaster, rumored coaster. This is actually for Jurassic Park River Adventures normal maintenance. Because they usually do their maintenance about this time of the year, and it's usually only for a couple of weeks to a month. Just so they can like work on the track a little bit, clean it out, and make it really nice. So, this is not the construction wall we're working for, but if you're wondering during this time of the year, this is when this will be probably closed. So we're kind of up here, there's pterodon flyers and stuff, but you can see there's this. That's Jurassic Park River Adventure, the water ride here. However, look to the right, see these walls? And the walls behind me? That's the Jurassic World symbol. Now, this is the construction walls that I was saying that went up just randomly. And about the same time, this is when all those permits got kind of released. But also, what's missing is the hair braid tie station. They actually been done by River Adventure, so they must be opening up this land for something. But also, all down this way, all those carnival games used to be here are no longer here. So that's why I'm pretty convinced, and everyone else is convinced, even though it's still rumored. Universal hasn't made official announcements. This is the brand new Jurassic World coaster that will be coming, and we will walk up into Jurassic Park into Discovery Center, and we'll look around up there so we can maybe see over. So one of the things that will be affected majorly by this is the Raptor encounter. However, they are not getting rid of the Raptor encounter. In fact, they will be moving the Raptor encounter, because pretty sure they talked about this may be the loading slash station slash maybe walkway or entrance and exit for this new Jurassic World rumored coaster. But that's a good sign that they are going to keep this, because this is by far one of the coolest things you can get to do, because you get to meet Blue, and you also get sometimes to meet the other two. I can't remember their names, and I always forget their names. So, people walking around up to the Discovery Center. So I did walk outside, but I don't like filming areas like that because I feel uncomfortable because I don't want to get yelled at. But remember how these doors used to always be open, you go outside? They're now emergency exit doors because there's literally a wall on the other side. So, but I don't feel like I ever come in here enough to show you guys what it looks like. If you are big fans of Jurassic Park, like Ali is, this whole area reminds you a lot. Like every time we come in here, she always talks about it's like the kids coming down the stairs, or kids running to their grandpa who's coming down the stairs. So, now we're gonna actually head up into Hogsmeade to look at the Harry Potter coaster construction. Well, before I go to Hogsmeade, I forgot there's this area down here where one of the walkways you come, because right back there's a smoking section. But this will be another area down here that they'll be building this coaster through. Now, again, no rumors on what it is, but like I said, when we get to a point, and I can really talk about it after I've seen a lot of these updates, I think we'll then talk about, you know, I'll show you what the pictures were released and everything else. But also with this coaster, there's one devastating news. This side bridge is actually going to be demolished for it. Now, I'm okay with that because they rarely use this bridge. When they do use it, it's very little, but it's just not enough use of it. So I can see why they're getting rid of it for something brand new. You know what bridge I'm talking about? That one right there. Fortunately, it is one of those bummer things because they do have to get rid of it. But it's also really exciting. But now this begs the question, are they have to build up trees around it? Because this coaster looks like it's going to come awfully close to Harry Potter. Are they going to try to build a little more foliage, or are they just going to leave it be? So that's all my question is. And I mean, again, this is all the progress. This is the first, there's really no real, I mean, besides what they've been doing over by the Discovery Center, they've done a little bit of groundbreaking, but not a lot. So Harry Potter and Forbidden Journey is a 60-minute wait, which isn't bad. Now, I did see on the app that Flight of Hippogriff is almost a 50-minute wait, which is a lot, so yeah. But it is kind of busy through here, but it also is the busiest area for Universal just because of it being Harry Potter. I was able to get a pretty decent view because I'm up here by Honeydukes, at one of the exits, so I may get hit. But so what I've heard, and just from I've watched other videos, this is going to be the boathouse down by the water. Also to the left is the old queue for, from the, what do you call it, Dragon Challenge ride that was here. So, moving pretty long. You can see some theming starting to show up, so they're getting really far along on this ride. They are saying 2019 now. They have not said when in 2019. I think they're going to try to be in competition with Star Wars Land opening, to be honest. Of course, then you also have like this area, which looks like Hagrid's hut. Again, nothing much, and you can't really see into this ride. Now, I think while they're building this new possible Jurassic World coaster, we're going to see a lot of construction going on, because this, you can kind of hide, because it's like down farther, and plus the way like this whole area is built, it's kind of built on like an incline in this area that kind of leads up to this, up to the castle, so you can't really see into it. Plus, they don't want you to see into it because of it being Harry Potter and stuff. So, now we're going to head down by The Forgotten World, I think is what it's called, and then we're going to talk a little bit more about the coaster for Jurassic World, what we know. So this is kind of a cool area I've never really explored very much. It's right down here. Like I said, that whole area right now was closed off. Apparently, like what I could see there, it looked like they were starting to mark some of these trees. So I'm guessing over the next 4 or 5 months, we'll start seeing some of these trees being removed, some of the foliage being removed, and they'll start building it. But I'm going to show right here what the map of what, you know, Channel 9 released. And it shows it being a very big coaster. Not sure exactly what kind of coaster, but I mean, they have it going in front of the Discovery Center along the water, up and around the corner, like doing a couple like turns and stuff, then coming back around and then back by the Raptor area, in the old defunct like Triceratops meat area. That's going to be like the loading station, the queue, everything. But apparently it just looks like it's going to be a huge coaster, and I'm so excited. Because that's something about Universal, is they really have these cool properties like Jurassic Park and stuff that they can use, and you just never see them use it. And the fact they're going to make it pretty much a coaster like this is pretty impressive. Now, my thoughts. My thoughts on it is just based on how it looks and just how I've looked at a couple of other like things from Universal in Japan. This looks like their flying coaster. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, if it's the flying coaster, it's going to blow everything out of the water, this park. It's going to be the best ride here. It's going to be better than a Colt. It's going to be better than, you know, probably in the Harry Potter coaster. But, that being said, take it kind of with a grain of salt. I don't see it opening until 2021 at the earliest. Now, I think the reason they're doing that is because, so this year, if you look at theme parks in this area, Disney is opening Star Wars Galaxy's Edge in late fall of 2019, but they're also opening Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway in the fall of 2019 as well. I'm guessing Universal's going to try to be late summer, early fall for the Harry Potter coaster to compete with Disney. Now, that also being said, Disney's been working on 2 new coasters with the Tron coaster and the Guardians coaster. This may be one coaster that they're going to try to compete with Disney as well, because you got to keep everything fresh and new. So, I think, if to be honest, it's going to be that flying coaster. However, if it's not, it's going to be something completely different, pretty cool. I expect it to be a kind of a Raptor coaster. That could be like a launching coaster and stuff. But, like I said, this ride hasn't even broke ground. You don't see any supports yet. So don't expect much yet in the next couple years. I say 2021 is what we're looking at for it. Also, this area, it's right behind the Mythos, the big restaurant. Very quiet. If you're looking for a place with really good views and just quietness, back here's really good. So I think I'm gonna head back up to the front now, because I actually spent way more time here than I anticipated looking at this thing, because I'm just so excited. It's so cool. But if you wanna know what I mean by a good looking view, so right there is Seuss Landing, Marvel's Superhero Island. Now, that is a perfect shot right there. You get a little bit right at nighttime when the sun's setting, beautiful shot. Kind of see a little bit of Toon Lagoon, but this right here, that's the shot you want. So kind of one thought I have so as much as it's impressive to look at the Hulk and how impressively it is, but it's off to the side. I think with this new Jurassic World coaster and how prominent I think it could be, especially if it goes down the water in front of the Discovery Center like this shows, when you walk into Islands of Adventure, that is going to be one of the first things you see. You'll see that new Jurassic World possible rumored coaster, and I keep saying possibly rumored because it has not been officially confirmed, even though there's so much work going on already. So you'll have that to look at when you come up here. You'll see the castle for Hogwarts, see that new coaster, and then when you get up here, you'll see the Hulk. So the skyline for Islands of Adventure is going to get a lot cooler. So I'm gonna have to call it a day because I spent way more time at Islands of Adventure than I anticipated. For you guys, you might see me here. It looks like probably for like 20-30 minutes. I really have been here for like an hour and a half, looking at everything, just getting ideas, looking at everything I had read, just so I gave you guys the correct information, because I want to go to Universal and talk about, you know, are they going to be doing, what do you call it, Nintendo over there, and that will be a whole other story. We'll talk more about that, but we also talk about some of the rumors we hear for Universal in the next coming years. Maybe another video I do, just talking about what is coming in the next 5 years for these theme parks, just so we have an idea. So, but I don't know about you guys, but hearing more about this Jurassic World coaster gets me super excited. The Harry Potter coaster is opening up this year, cool to say that, and just there's so much potential with if there is a Jurassic World coaster. I don't know why, I'm so obsessed with it. It's just, I think because it's a new coaster, and new coasters are fantastic. So, with all that being said, I do head out from a very good, kind of a cold day here, but also kind of a busy day, but a really informational day, and also a really intriguing day. I will see y'all next time.